Hello Virgos, welcome to your rest of the year reading for 2024. That's from whatever day you're watching this till the end of the year. I'm recording this with like 1 week left in November and then all of December. Thank you for watching. It's for all Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watching. I'm going to pull a couple of overarching energies. I'm going to do a 7-card spread that has meanings, which I generally read intuitively. If you're new to my channel, I'm generally an intuitive reader, but I'm going to do a spread. Each card will have a meaning. I will still interpret things intuitively and let you know what messages I'm getting. I want to say thank you if you're a subscriber, and if you're not subscribed and you do like the video, I'd appreciate it if you would. Virgos, look, your first overarching energy is change. Look at the electric in the air here for card number 35. Virgos, Leo's also got changed. Also, check other areas of your chart if you need further clarification, and you can always cross-watch for your loved ones or your boss or your whatever best friend. But that change is coming in here. And we have just had Pluto move out of Capricorn into Aquarius, and it's a slow-moving energy, but change is coming. And then you have the never-ending story. Okay, it's card number 37. So with this, sometimes this is about reliving things in your head over and over. That's got to change. Okay, you've got to stop. And this is about letting go of regrets, letting go of things that didn't work out for you. For some of you, the never-ending story could be there's a project that you need to finish. Okay, and it's like you keep coming back to it and you're not finishing it. Try and finish that up this year. Show the universe that you mean it. You're ready for change. You want things to change. You want to stop with this, running on a treadmill with the never-ending story. It can be ruminating thoughts. As I said, it can be old regrets. You've got to let those things go so you can move on. So this change, you can burst through the wall and this change can come through. So Virgos, I'm going to do this 7-card spread for you. And then I'm going to do a little sneak peek for 2025. Pick a few cards for that as well. Let's get into it. Card number 1 is the Chariot. So this is in your past position. The Chariot is a card of a Cancer. So there could be a Cancer from your past or a Cancer that you let go of with this never-ending story. For some of you, it could be a Cancer that you're trying to hold on to. But the Chariot is also about having the drive and determination to move forward. So this card in your past position says that Virgos, you may very well have made some decisions recently, maybe since the beginning of this year, to change some things. And you've put those changes in motion. And the Chariot says you're strong and determined and you can do it. Also with this, if you look at this carefully, there's 2 Sphinx, right? So the Sphinx is, they're made of concrete. It's not like they can really move. There's no reins. Everything he does with his head. He brings what he has in his head and he brings it to the ground. That's the magician's baton. He's manifesting his head life into his real life. So it's, bringing things down to grounding your ideas. So in the past position, this is something, Virgos, I'm sure that you have been doing this year, trying to institute some changes. And having the courage to do it. And then you have the 7 of Cups in your current position, present position. And this card says you've got to make decisions that are best for you, Virgos. It's saying, you know what, maybe you have made some changes and now you have choices, okay? The never-ending story. You have a choice to pick a snake or pick some jewels, right? You have a choice to let some things go. Make sure that you're looking at what's best for you. The change is on the horizon here. So in your present energy, and I'm going to say the present is going to be from now through the end of the year, because that's the intention of this video. Virgos, be careful what choices you're making, and make sure that you're making the choices to do what's best for you. Choose self-care. Choose the things that make you happy. That's what the 7 of Cups means to me. Oh, and then in your future, you've got the King of Wands. So all the kings represent long-term success. And I will say the King of Wands can be a fire sign. Specifically, it relates to a Leo, but it could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It could be someone who's giving you an opportunity in the future. But it also, as it relates to you in this reading, Virgos, this is about you really rising to the top, feeling inspired. The King of Wands is the king that worked for his position. Okay, he's the only king who didn't get it handed to him. He's an entrepreneurial king. So this is about doing things that spark your passions, that make you feel excited. And this is in your future card. So 2025 is going to bring in opportunities for you to feel good about the things that you've done, to bring in long-term success. If there's a side hustle, I feel like some of you might have like an idea, because the wands certainly can be an idea, a spark of energy. If there's an idea that you have that you want to do, and it could be just something that you just think is going to make you feel better. It could be something that's going to make you $1 million. Make choices to put those ideas into action now so that this change can come in and then you can be successful in that. The card that's representing you is another card of Leo. It is the Strength card. And this is the infinite possibilities over her crown. And I will say this. So in the deck, this is card 7. This is card 8. Okay. So, this is a natural progression when you see 2 cards in a row come out in a reading. The Strength card says that you've got the strength that you need inside of you to do whatever it is you want to do. It's about being very self-confident and self-assured and doing what's best for you. Remember that 7 of Cups. Making choices that are best for you. You can always take other people's feelings into consideration. I wouldn't want you to be inconsiderate. But at the same time, if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't really take care of others. So that's the card that represents you. The card that represents your situation that's around you is 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Wands is a card of eventual success, right? He's risen to the top, but he's fighting other people, right? So it's not easy. It's not easily won success with the 7 of Wands. And if this is the card that's representing the situation around you, you might feel like you're fighting a daily battle, right? But you're winning. So that's the good news. So you know what? If there's situations and people and things that are challenging, you know what? The never-ending story here. There may be someone you need to release and let go of. You may need to change your dynamic with that person because you need to take care of yourself. You need to rise to the top. You need to be done with that and be over it. It is also a card that indicates beating out other people for things. So if you're putting a bid on a house and there's multiple bids, it's a good indication you'll get that. If you're looking for a job, it's a good indication that you'll get a job. So it is about rising to the top. The advice from the universe, 6 of Pentacles. What's standing out to me right here is the scales, which remind me of a Libra. But at the same time, it's about being balanced. It's a card of generosity, so you might be helping others financially. It can be a card of inheritance. It can be a card of receiving money and gifts of money. So there may be money coming in. But I would say as the advice, it is try and keep an eye on your finances and try and keep your checkbook balanced and keep the finances in check. But there could be some money coming in for you from somewhere. And it could very well be, like I said, it doesn't have to be an inheritance because someone passed. It can just be a gift of money. Someone could be gifting you with things. But it's definitely, I'm feeling the balance there. You want to stay balanced in your finances for sure. And then the final card, which is the outcome, is the Justice card. So I was just saying how those scales remind me of a Libra. The Justice card is the card of a Libra. Feeling very stable, steady, balanced, sword of truth. But the Justice card says that you're going to receive justice. Things are moving and turning in your favor. The things that you want, the things that you're working towards are going to work out, okay? But you've got that sword there. You've got to cut away the crap. You've got to, and it's a double-edged sword, so it does say, you have to recognize what it is you have to change in yourself as well as change in others. But it's the sword of truth. If there's something, some of you may be learning a truth. There may be something that's coming out that you're finding out over the course of the rest of this year. And that's going to change the trajectory of where you're going. But look at you. You're strong and you're determined. You're winning. You're making changes. You're making decisions to do things that are best for you. So take care of yourselves, Virgos, for the rest of this year. But know that you've got change coming in. And that change is going to be what you want, because you've got the King of Wands. You've got positive. Every card here is a positive card. The Justice card is literally, you receiving justice, things moving in your favor. If you're waiting for a judgment, receiving that judgment. So I just feel like, and with that Six of Pentacles, that could relate to money. So there could be a financial judgment coming in for you. So what I'm going to do, Virgos, I'm just going to pull a few cards with another at the same deck, but only smaller, to see if there's some other messages. It's interesting because look, you got the Emperor, you got the King of Wands. I just saw those, and there's the King of Wands there. So let's see. Your messages. Seven of Cups. Okay, so this is why I use a different deck to see if there's repeating messages. And if there are, it's important for you to listen. Virgos, make decisions that are best for you. And take your time when you're making your decisions. Do not rush into it. Look at things from all sides. I'm reminded of the All That Glitters card, which means that, not everything is as it seems. And remember, you could be finding out a truth here. The Two of Wands. So 2025 is going to bring in decisions that you're going to make that are going to bring in expansion and growth. That is a card of world travel, mixing with people from other cultures, expansion, moving ahead with something. You've got this King of Wands. I'm thinking that, if you are starting a project, that it's going to grow. It's like doubling. I love that energy. And then you have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is a card of feeling trapped, okay? Remember, make decisions. That's this never-ending story, actually. It's like it's a self-sabotaging energy. It's an energy of being trapped, but you're only trapped because you're deciding to be trapped. So if you feel like you can't move, you're going to move in 2025. You're going to get unstuck, okay, here. Because how do I know you're going to get unstuck? Because you have these cards of making choices for things to move ahead, to feel better about your situation. So that's what I have for you, Virgos, for the rest of the year. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful, happy new year, and take care of yourselves.